Hi Virgo, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. Last but not least, this is your general full reading for the period of January 18th to the 31st. Let me light some incense real quick and purify this area. So we're going to use a Goddess Tarot deck by Chris Walder today, and then I'm going to clarify with oracle cards. A lot of oracle cards. These are the Crystal Healing Oracle cards, Wisdom of the Oracle cards, Divine Feminine Oracle cards, and then the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle cards, and the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. Last but not least, we're going to leave the Romance and the Love Reading Oracle cards at the very end, because I think that's what everybody wants to hear, but I like to get the meat of the situation out of the way first. So that's the Romance, Angels, and Whispers of Love. So let's get started with your reading. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st. Can we please get a positive reading for Virgo? And I say that for every sign right now. Positive reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the form of a Celtic cross, please. Can we please get a positive reading for Virgo? For those Virgos who are trying to manifest their best life. There you go. Love. Lover's card, Venus, represented by the sign of Taurus. On the bottom, new beginnings, new love. New love. Amazing. Goddess Tara is there. Thank you, Goddess Tara. Thank you, Goddess Venus. Two major arcana cards. That's the new major influence. That's too much. Virgo, I got this in your previous readings when I was doing your readings. It was showing that there's a major change in energy, where someone who's going from hermit mode, where there's like divine influences at play, karmic phases that are coming into play that is going to bring love into your life. Let's see what comes out of this now. You know, that was too early in the read for me to quit shuffling, but I love it when cards pop out to give us a peek into what this may be about. Give us more insight into the situation. So again, this is for Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st, please. We're going to do a Celtic cross and then clarify. I hope you guys have the time to settle in. This will take just under an hour. A few of my readings have gone over an hour. Some have been around 40 minutes, depending on if I recognize the oracle cards or not. Now, this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st. For the Virgos who are doing their best to manifest their best life, can we please get a full Celtic cross for my Virgos, please? Okay, I'm going to end the shuffle. There's a way that it feels right when I end shuffles. These are heavy cards as well. Wow, I feel like I'm getting a workout. All right, too many, but I will read it to you. Justice speaks to balance, karmic consequences, things working out fairly for everybody involved. Could be regarding legal matters, court proceedings, paperwork, reading the fine print, details. 10 of Pentacles. Money, money, money. That's what that is. 10 of Pentacles, making the dough. On the bottom, Prince of Pentacles, like the Page of Pentacles. Bringing news, bringing communications of lots of money. All right, Virgo. So you got love and money, huh? Looking good, looking good. Let's get a Celtic cross for Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st. I'm going to end the shuffle. Okay. All right. On the bottom, we've got Diana, the goddess of the moon. That speaks to your intuition, psychic abilities, hidden feelings, hidden things at work, secrets, and secrets that can be revealed, okay? Sorry, this is the situation. 6 of Pentacles. Around you, the challenge is 7 of Cups. 3 of Cups in the conscious. The foundation, 6 of Cups, beautiful. In the recent past, Goddess Isis, the Magician. Yep, that's you, Virgo. Recent future, Princess of Swords. You right now, Transformation. This is like Goddess Ukamochi, but represents the Death card in the traditional tarot. Amazing. Look at this around you. 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Hopes and Fears. Judgment. Goddess Guinevere. Outcome. 2 of Swords. A decision that needs to be made. All right. With the Moon here. It might be hidden feelings, hidden intuition, the intuition, psychic abilities, or secrets going on, and a decision that needs to be made. Okay. So we've got 6 of Pentacles here. That speaks to giving and receiving and reciprocity. Could also speak to a little bit of exploitation as well. Generally, this speaks to someone who is in the position to be able to give to others. It's about philanthropy, generosity, charity, and being established where you are able to give to others. Now, then you have these 2 other people around you, 6 of Pentacles. This speaks to those who are receiving help from you, receiving your aid. So this is a very generous card. And at the same time, it will caution you that possibly these people around you, while they are very grateful, there might be also some feelings of resentment or jealousy at a lower vibration of your success. Now, challenged by the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is about illusory success. 7 of Cups is about lots of options. These cups are all there. They're all full of an ideal of something, and this person has grand plans. So you see this vague, like little faint image of a face there of this person. And this is all floating above her head, all in her mind. Great plans, great ambition, lots of options that you need to pick from. And it's speaking to also not to get carried away as well, because it's got this feeling of illusory success as well, because this has not yet been manifested. And so these are grand plans in your mind, speaking to need for action. It's good that you have these ambitions and these ideas, but it's speaking to action being needing to be made, needing to back it up with action. So you've got 6 of Pentacles here with generosity, giving and receiving, and challenged by this kind of, you know, building castles in the sky, kind of this a little bit of an illusion kind of effect here. Okay, and the conscious, you got 3 of Cups. You're celebrating in your mind. You are happy. You've got family, friends around you. You're celebrating your success. Things are going great. This is a very peaceful time in your mind right now. Your mental space right now, it's at a very healthy, wonderful, supported, happy and fulfilled. This is backed up by the 6 of Cups down here. I feel a lot of energy of family and, you know, community here. At the bottom, you got 6 of Cups, which is about nostalgia, happy childhood memories, this feeling of being supported, about reunions. It's about family. It's about people from your past, from your hometown. I'm getting a lot of like community, family, and kind of support and fulfillment here. In the recent past, you have the Magician with the Goddess Isis, and that speaks to the ability to manifest anything, the skills that you have on the table to manifest anything. Okay, knowing that you are in this creative kind of mode to create and to manifest success. In the recent future, you got Princess of Swords. In this deck, it represents the Knight of Swords, and it speaks to going out there now and aggressively going after what you want. Okay, it also could speak to the Sword of Truth, Victory, and Clarity. The swords represent the air signs of Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be one of those signs. It doesn't have to be someone of that sign. It could just represent the energy you're feeling right now. Knight of Swords is on a horse. It's speaking to movement, change, communication, ambition, and being strong and able to go out there determined and to get what you want. You right now you have this major arcana, major secrets, major influence, okay, card. You've got 3 major arcana, 4. Moon, magic here with the Magician, transformation representing death, and then the Judgment card. 4 major arcana cards during this period, and that means major secrets, which means it has major influences during this period. You're going under a transformation. This is traditionally the death card in the tarot. This is represented by Goddess Ukamochi. But before we go, we're not going to go into the goddess backgrounds. We're going to speak to the meaning of the card, which is the same. It speaks to the death of something, the old way of being, the way of thinking about something. And this ending is going to bring a release and a new life and a new beginning. And this is being influenced. This great transformation, like the phoenix rising from the ashes, is a karmic phase that you're entering. And it's a wonderful phase because it's supported by the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is a happily ever after. This is the energy around you. Look at the bliss of this, a rainbow with 10 cups. And this beautiful, tranquil, sunny skies and beautiful, you got earth, water, cups here, beautiful. It represents the happily ever after. This is whatever is happily ever after to you. And don't you, just to go over this, the 10 of Cups here, very similar, right? With the rainbow and the cups here with this, your mind state, because you're focused now on celebrating with your loved ones. You're focused with collaboration, working with those you care about, your support system, feeling supported. This is bringing you great joy, and it's transforming you from the past into a new phase, a new karmic phase. Around you, in the hopes and fears, you've got Judgment with Goddess Guinevere. Judgment speaks to someone who's in a position of authority that is able to make a judgment call. This can speak to an epiphany. Traditionally in the tarot, it's about resurrecting people from death with Angel Gabriel blowing on a horn. It speaks to a great wake-up call, an aha moment, an epiphany where you realize something that you didn't see before. And if you're wondering about a question, should you do this or should you do that, it's saying it's a big resounding yes. So this is in your hopes and fears, okay? So you're hoping to be able to now make some judgment, some decision. This is what you're hoping for. And here there's this outcome of 2 of Swords. It's about the need to make a decision, being stuck in stasis with your eyes blindfolded because you've got 2 swords, 2 truths. You need to make a choice. And this is saying you're stuck until you make a choice, right? And it's right next to this 3 of Cups, celebrating success and victory and good times with your family and your loved ones. And it seems that you now have to make a choice. You're undergoing a great transformation. There's wonderful things going around you. And the challenge you see here, 7 of Cups, is this illusory success, this kind of building castles in the sky, great ambition. So perhaps it's cautioning you that in this time of great success and abundance and happiness and fulfillment, to watch out for the 7 of Cups energy. Okay, so let's clarify with the Wisdom of the Oracle cards. Can we get one card for Virgo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the period of January 18th to the 31st. This is for Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the period of January 18th to the 31st. What card would serve in Virgo's best interest during this period? Can we please get one card for Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the period of January 18th to the 31st? Please, just one card. Okay, I'm going to take that. On the bottom, we've got happy, happy. Yes, you are happy. Look at this. 10 of Cups, 3 of Cups. You're very happy. 6 of Cups at the foundation. Your mind and your subconscious. Conscious, subconscious. Very happy. Top card. New life. Yay! All right. Exciting. Let's see it. Number 39. It is a new life. New beginning. Transformation. Number 39. It says essential meanings, birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, a breath of fresh air, life renewing itself. And the Oracle's message is when spring awakens the world, springtime, so it's letting you know, be mindful of springtime. When spring awakens the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around and in your very core. Blossoms burst from trees overnight, birds return home and sing their glorious song, and nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your world and you have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is a time of good fortune. Absolutely. Okay, so the prosperity message is you have every reason to be optimistic right now as things seem to fall into place magically. New opportunities remind you that abundance is available to you. Delight in the bounty that begins to appear in surprising forms. Stay curious and know that your hopes and dreams are being fulfilled. It's as if new life suddenly infuses your projects, work, and creative ideas with a kind of electricity that crackles with exciting potential. Fortune is smiling on you. The relationship message. New energy enters old relationships, and new relationships are bursting with the sweetness and vibrancy only encountered when winter gives way to spring. This is a time to connect with others and share excitement, passion, and hearts full of joy. This card is a very auspicious sign with respect to love and partnerships in all forms. Now for your protection message. It says, you must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit you may not know something. You're at the beginning of things and haven't yet hit your stride. Be immersed in the newness of it all. Don't try to rush the learning process. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here now. Life loves you. It's a new life. Any way you look at that card, it was a fantastic, fantastic outcome. Backing up this beautiful, fulfilled energy. All right, can we get one crystal for Virgo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the period of January 18th to the 31st. I'll tell you something, Virgo. I'm not playing the background music for your reading, and I kind of like it. It's made me so much sharper with this reading. I have energy. The readings are clearer. My mind feels clear. I don't feel tension. I think I'm going to cut out the music going forward. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st. Please, can we get one oracle card for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the period of January 18th to the 31st, please? All right, I'm going to stop the shuffle. What's going on for Virgo? What crystal can Virgo work with during the period of the 18th to the 31st to manifest? There we go. On the bottom, Stibnite, conflict. That's just telling you to watch out for conflicts. That's okay. We're not the one. We're not going to read that one. Ruby Shine. I love this card. This is one of the best cards in the crystal deck. This is, I already know this. It's about if you've been playing small in the past, it's time to stop. If you've been hiding out, it's time to stop. This Ruby card is about, this is a time when you're getting fame, when you're getting notoriety, and you're not supposed to hide from this. You're supposed to embrace it, overcome your insecurities and your fears. This is the time to break out into a new life. This is the time to shine. This is the time to not play it small and to be your best self, to be loud and proud, show it to the world, to get that attention and to enjoy that attention and embrace that attention, because it's time to shine. All right, straightforward. Very positive feedback, especially when in terms of your career. Don't play it small. All right, can we get one card for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from the Sacred Traveler cards? I love these cards. Let's get a message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January 18th to the 31st. What's going on for Virgo? Can we get one card of guidance for Virgo to work in their best interest, to manifest their best life? What card can we get? Whoa, 2 cards. All right, it was 2 cards. Unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. Reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. See, this is your goal, huh? Reaching your destination. This is one of those, you see right here with this castle right over here, right here. This is 7 cups filled with an ideal, your dream of something. Each one is filled with an ideal version of something. And so it's saying that you've got all these ideas in your head of what you want to go after, but you don't quite know yet. Okay, and it's saying, there it is, reaching your destination, your castle. Okay, your light is shining brightly. So that seems to be the culmination for this dream, reaching your destination in this 1 cup out of those 7 cups. Okay, not saying that that's the only one. It's just very similar to this, right? Okay, so we're going to talk about the meanings for these 2 cards. So unknown territory, reaching your destination. I'm going to move these aside, and unknown territory. I'll leave Isis over there. Sorry, excuse me 1 second. All right, so continuing, let's read those 2 cards with Sacred Traveler, reaching your destination. Card meaning, all your hard work, this one, and efforts is paying off. Glory, triumph, and success are yours. If you've given your power away, now is the time to reclaim it. It's time to stand in your own light. A destination is less of a place but more of a new way of seeing the world. Your dreams are moving to fruition. If you have any incomplete projects or unresolved relationships, this is the time to complete them. This is an important part of reaching your destination. Take time to celebrate and acknowledge your successes in life. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know the voyage was long and there were many adventures along the way. But as your trek reaches the destination, there's a feeling of joy and celebration. It's important to stop and rest and congratulate yourself for who you are and for what you've done. The traveler forgives those who on the voyage were less than honorable. Release any feelings of resentment, fear, and sadness that you may have gathered along the road. You've reached your goal. Let everything else go. You're a majestic being who can bring light into the hearts of others. Celebrate and honor yourself. You are so worth it. Beautiful. Oh, wait, there's one more. Unknown territory. Let's read about that. You are exactly where you need to be. There's this little bird of spirit. You are exactly where you need to be, even if you're not consciously aware of it. Even if you don't have all the answers, keep going forward with your heart open. If you can't see clearly ahead and don't know where you're headed, keep moving forward. Do what feels right, even if your brain doesn't agree. Your heart always knows. Instead of dismay because you are in unknown territory, celebrate that you're expanding and growing by leaps and bounds. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, sometimes the traveler feels lost, a lack of confidence or sense of being in unknown territory. It can seem that others know more or are more qualified. However, it can be this very feeling of not knowing that allows one to step outside the bounds of convention and reach beyond the parameters of self that have been imposed by family, friends, society, and religion. It can be a very good thing. It can help you to find yourself. Cherish those moments of not knowing. It's often during these times that the greatest revelations occur. Trust that all is well. You are where you should be. Amazing read. Okay, Virgo. Now, this is one of my fancy schmancy, beautiful love of my life decks. Wild Kuan Yin. The meanings are so amazing and deep. Let's find out what's going on for Virgo, okay? What guidance can we give to Virgo with these cards? Can we get one card for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st, please? Can we get one card for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st, please? There it is. You got two. Okay, we'll take a peek at the bottom. It says Daughters of the Red Tent. I'm not reading the bottom card though. And look at how many we have here. I think it's two. Yeah, thank goodness. Okay. These are long, but I will read them. This one is Pray to the East, Guardian watches over the West. Beautiful, she's like flying. And then we've got Desert Harvest. This is actually a very good card, even though it doesn't look like it at the moment. Let me move these down. Okay, so we've got this and this and this over here. Unknown territory. Reaching your destination. I'm going to move this here. Okay, I'm going to put this over here for a second. This moon card on the bottom, and let's read about it. So we're going to start with Pray to the East, Guardian watches over the West, 36. It says, I now see the ending and the beginning. I watch and defend from past interference, whilst I invite beautiful new worlds to form through my prayers, birthing them through my heart and the silent, unwavering light of my mind. Soon you shall be ready to make the crossing, to acknowledge the ending of this day and the dawn of the new day that I have begun to create for you. Do not be afraid of any ending now. All has been divinely ordained, and all things happen so that my love can prevail. Endings allow for fresh starts. Focus on letting go now and being firm in your decision. Have courage. Trust yourself. You can love even more in the letting go than you did while holding on. Be patient and accept where you are now in the process of endings. All will happen soon enough. I am helping you in all ways. Trust me and the new day I bring forth. And the guidance is, pray for new beginnings in your life whilst also remaining aware of the disintegration of past patterns or connections or circumstances so that you give yourself the opportunity to become as free from the past as possible. You do not have to feel ashamed, regretful, or fearful of any aspect of your past. But the oracle does bring you guidance that there is some aspect of it that may try to become part of your future. This is not meant to be, and so, until it is completely over, you will need to remain aware. Gently but firmly arrest any tendencies to go back or to invite past behaviors or connections that you know in your heart are over into your current life situation. Set a boundary without fear. Be compassionate, but also be strong and brave. The Divine Mother is watching over you and will assist you in this process, but you also need to be aware and trust yourself. The day is ending, and there will be a new dawn for you. The Holy Ones are already praying for you, and you will be held safe through the darkness of night between this day and the next. The new day shall reach you, bringing hope and new life, as the old chapter and all its previous influences cease to have power over you. In a reading, there is hope for the future, but you may not feel it strongly yet. Deal with what is coming to a close, and the time for your new start will come soon. You will be freed from the past! Exclamation point. If you have been feeling urged to move on from a person, place, or situation, perhaps where the appearance is that all is continuing as per usual, but underneath feels as though it may be over. The oracle confirms your intuition. Don't be afraid to allow things to end so that new beginnings can take place according to a higher plan and divine purpose. Holy moly, was that deep or what? So this card is speaking to this death card, this transformation. Some old way of being, as I said, is coming to an end. There's some aspects of this old life that you know no longer serves in your best interest is going to try to follow you into your future life, this future success and abundance that's coming in. It's saying gently remove that. Gently be aware of this and be kind to yourself and know that you're in the right place, you're doing the right thing, and you're creating a new reality that's better for you. Okay, and there's one more, Desert Harvest. I'm going to read it because, okay, many of my divine children, and that's this card. Let me just now move this on top so you can see it better. Okay, so it's this card. Desert Harvest. Many of my divine children take time to cultivate their offering to the world. Your soul, even with your fire and ambition, is capable of great patience, endurance, hope, and faith. These spiritual qualities allow for the development of a truly exceptional offering to the world. Rest assured, my divine one, it is never too late. In fact, your time for full blooming is just now starting to come into view. The guidance, from the night blooming flower to the oasis, from the creatures that have adapted to thrive in desert conditions to the sudden and swift eruption of life that abounds after precious rainfall. The desert teaches us about life. Life in the desert, in particular, demonstrates the power of creative, adaptable intelligence, that aspect of the natural world that learns to thrive no matter the odds against it. The oracle, very moving. The oracle of Desert Harvest comes to you with tidings of life and fertility in the face of odds to the contrary. When your life doesn't seem to be moving in the right direction and you cannot find your way, you may fall prone to doubts. Spiritually speaking, you are in the desert and yearning for water. The improbable, the difficult to launch, the creative dream that seems to be ridiculous will be, and the Divine Mother will delight in another of her improbable creations, such is her irrepressible sense of play, humor, and divinely defiant will. In a reading, if you are dreaming a beautiful but unlikely dream, do not give up. Help is coming. It is a timing issue. There is a greater cycle at play, and you will need to wait for the cycle to complete itself. It will not be for much longer now, but patience is the key. Patience is not telling you you cannot. It's just telling you that the best time for all to happen is on its way. If you are going through dark times and believe all hope is lost, remember that in the dark of night, when least expected, your soul flower shall open, and your hope and patience will have fulfilled their task of leading you to the sweetest oasis. Healing will come. Amazing. And that's why I love this deck. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. Finally, another amazing spiritual guidance here with this Divine Feminine Oracle cards from Megan Watterson. can we get one goddess, please? This deck is full of goddesses, ascended masters, and saints, all female, diverse, inclusive, from all over the world. Can we please get one goddess guidance for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st, please? What guidance can we get? Can we get one goddess, please, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to 31st? Can you get a card, please? One goddess to show up for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st, please. That one. Lilith. Oh my goodness. All right. The first woman. I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. Lilith is a badass. Oh, look at this. Hestia on the bottom. I love Hestia. She's been coming up a lot during these readings. The goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. Thank you, Goddess Hestia. I'll briefly speak to Hestia. Goddess Hestia is about if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling unloved, if you're feeling in romance per se, okay, let's just say, it's saying that whatever insecurities you may have, Goddess Hestia is the fire of home and hearth. She is the daughter of Cronus and Rhea. She's the sister of Zeus, worshipped first. She's the, keeper of the fire with the Olympic torch. She's the fire that's on our altars. She's the that we light on our altars. She's the fires that we have in our home. She's important. The importance of Goddess Hestia is speaking to the sanctuary and the safety of home. And saying, no matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. So for those feeling kind of displaced, feeling kind of lost, feeling kind of, it's got a big focus on home and family here. Okay. So thank you, Goddess Hestia. I'm going to put this one away and we're going to speak to Lilith. Goddess Lilith. Lilith was the first original, equal, completely independent of Adam, partner to Adam. Lilith and Adam were in the Garden of Eden, created by God, complete equals, separate. She did not come from his rib, like Eve. Okay, and so Lilith was someone who was an empowered person. Her story is amazing. It's like she doesn't play by any kind of patriarchal rules. She does what she feels like doing. So she went and left Adam in the Garden of Eden, okay, and she hooked up and had new partners with other archangels. Isn't that an amazing story? I love Lilith. All right, so let's find out about it. This is not in alphabetical order, so I am going to have to look her up. Lilith is... When your soul selects her card, Lilith asks, what would happen if you left everything behind? She wonders what prevents you from getting to experience all that you desire. Is it you? Is it an idea of someone you have to be? Is it society's definition of what it means to be a woman? Lilith asks the questions that sometimes never fully reach the light of consciousness. Lilith is unclaimed. She is the ruler of her body and soul, and she reminds us that we are too. And not only that, we have a sacred obligation to be the body's fierce protector. If I were entirely equal to everyone else, to every man and every angel, like Samael, what would I choose for my life? If I see myself as worthy, as the first woman ever created by the divine, what more would I ask for? Am I living the life I desire? Am I actually fulfilled sexually in my current relationship? Are there aspects of my sexuality I haven't been able to face and voice? Lilith refused to settle. She answered all these questions within her and took action on the truth she uncovered. Lilith demanded that she meet with what she really desired, and she's here to demand that we all do the same. Soul voice meditation for this card is, what does the life I truly desire look like? Intention is, I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. Quick background on Lilith, the first woman. Lilith embodies our sovereignty to declare our desires and do what must be done in order to live with them out. According to Jewish folklore, Lilith was Adam's first wife. She was created from the same earth as Adam. So when he expected her to be subservient to him, she refused. Lilith explained to Adam that they were equal, made by God. So when Adam insisted again on her submission, Lilith uttered the divine names and flew away. Isn't that amazing? Lilith uttered the divine names and flew away. Supposedly, Adam sent angels after her to force her to return. But she was with the archangel Samael, and she desired to remain with him. Ancient Jewish midrash or retellings of biblical stories portray Lilith as a demon, but contemporary feminist theologians like Judith Plaskow have incorporated women's experience and women's voices into traditional texts with their own midrash. Plaskow transforms the fearsome, vilified Lilith into a wise, empowered woman. Lilith embodies the emotional and spiritual aspects of our unconscious or unrealized desires, sensuality, and unbridled sexuality. She owns her body and soul completely. For many women, Lilith is an icon of freedom. Lilith is the first woman. She is the woman who refused to be dominated or defined by anyone or anything outside of her. My goodness. So, Virgo, I feel like family life is going great. Your career is going great. I see that there is grand plans in your head, but there is a feeling of stuckness right now because you haven't made a choice. And looking at these oracle cards, all is talking about fantastic success, fantastic recognition, prosperity. And it's a repeated theme of needing to embrace your independence, to embrace this transformation, to let go of the old ways of thinking that limited you. You're here, you're stuck still because you're still about to make a choice. You haven't made that decision yet. So let's go to the love and romance last portion of this reading. We have 2 oracle decks left. This is Whispers of Love. Let's get one card, please, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 21st. What's going on for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the periods of January 18th to the 31st. Can we get one reading, please? We're going to take that one. On the bottom, we've got have patience. Love is patient and kind always. Beautiful, but we're going to read the one on top. Consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. All right, so I'm going to put this over here. No, I'm going to put it over here. Move this one up here a bit. This one here. These are very short. So consider your foundation, number 50. It says, love means to commit without guarantees. We give ourselves completely in the hope that love will be the lasting result. Love is an act of faith. Surround yourself with love and know that your life will be better for it. So you can't, if you're expecting guarantees in love, and that's why you have been hesitant in your love life, there are no guarantees. And it's saying to have faith. Instead of expecting guarantees, have faith in love. Okay, let's get one Romance Angels card. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th, 31st. That's it. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay. So I'm going to see this goes over here. And on the bottom, we got, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. But let's read the one on top. Give your relationship a chance. The romance angels see that your relationship is worth devoting effort to. Although there may be issues, these can be worked through and healed. You'll need to commit to a relationship to ensure the best chance of success. At the very least, if you do end it, you'll know that you gave it your all. You'll also understand the role that you played in its dynamics. In this way, you will you'll avoid attracting similarly painful situations in the future. You received this card because there's hope for your partnership. The love is still there. Working with a counselor may be your best option at this point. This professional can identify areas of dysfunction and guide you both in healthier directions. Okay, so for those of you who are in a relationship and having a hard time, it's saying, you can't get guarantees in love, and to have faith instead, and to pursue counseling to give your relationship a chance. So Virgo, I feel like most of this reading was about your family and your home life and your career. In love, it's saying give your relationship a chance. And when it comes to love, have faith instead of demanding guarantees, because there are no guarantees, it's saying. That was your reading, Virgo, for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st. Thank you, Goddess Lilith, for showing up. We appreciate you. I love this reading. It's wonderful. And please remember, it's a very happy time for you. And you have a decision to make, and the decision should be to break away from old patterns kindly and be gentle to yourself. And it's time to shine. It's time to flower, bloom, and shine. This is it. This is the time for you. Until next time, guys, please check in for your weekly love readings, and I'll have this full reading up again for the 1st of February. Take care. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.